Jesse Ross was born on February the 18th, 1987 in Kansas City, Kansas to parents Don and Donna Ross. He had one older brother. Jesse was a sophomore at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, majoring in communications with a minor in politics. He was a member of the Spirit Committee and was active in a number of different clubs on campus. One of these was the university's Model United Nations, and getting to go to the 2005 United Nations Conference at the University of Chicago had been one of the highlights of the year for Jesse. Students from all over the country would attend the conference. It was a great way to meet like-minded people. Jesse was excited about taking part in MUN and had been looking forward to the 2006 conference since the beginning of the semester. Prior to his disappearance, Ross started an internship at 95.7 The Vibe, a local Kansas City radio station. He was part of the morning show Shorty and the Boys. Ross was well liked by all those around him, and his drive and enthusiasm had led him to be promoted at the radio station from an unpaid intern to paid morning on-air personality, a dream job for the young man. The conference was scheduled to begin on Saturday, November the 18th, 2006. Jesse woke his father up before dawn so he could get a ride to meet with the rest of the group. In total, including Jesse, 14 students were heading to the conference. The school didn't have the budget to pay for the transport, so the group made the 10-hour drive to Chicago in a rented van. They arrived in Illinois, Chicago, late Saturday afternoon. The United Nations event was to be held at the Sheraton Towers Hotel. However, as over 1,000 students were attending, the groups would be split and housed at different hotels. Jesse's group would be housed at the 4 Point Sheraton, a 15 to 20 minute walk from the Sheraton Towers. At the hotel, Jesse would be sharing a room with a man named Ralph Parker. The two had gone to the same high school in Belton, Missouri, and had become good friends in college. Jesse Ross phoned his mother from Chicago on November the 20th, just to let her know that he was having a blast at the conference. He promised to call her again the next day before he headed home. That call would never come. Later that day, on the final night of the conference, Jesse attended a dance hosted by conference organisers, and there were various parties throughout the hotel in which it appears alcohol was available. At around 12:30, an emergency meeting was called at the mock UN Security Council. At around 2:30 a.m, Jesse got up from his chair and walked out of the room for a 30-minute break. A surveillance camera in the hotel lobby caught Jesse walking towards the doors. It was the last trace ever of 19-year-old Jesse Ross. Later that morning, his professor grew concerned when Jesse was nowhere to be found at the hotel. After checking with the conference organisers, as well as students and the hotel security, he filed a missing persons report to the nearest police station at 4 p.m. Investigators started the investigation straight away and started by speaking to those who were closest to Jesse. They questioned his roommate Ralph Parker. He confirmed Jesse had been drinking but did not appear intoxicated and left at around 2 a.m, stating he needed a break. Parker returned to their room around 6 a.m. He thought Jesse was sleeping on his bed as the room was dark and there were clothes and other items piled on the bed. Investigators then focused on security camera footage. It was assumed that Jesse possibly left the conference to head back to the other hotel. No other hotel surveillance footage captured him leaving the hotel, but a staff door on the south side that was out of the range of cameras could be used by people attending the event. The route Jesse would have walked was well lit and was covered by surveillance cameras, but none of them showed Jesse walking back to his hotel. The lack of any developments from the CCTV footage left investigators stumped. One theory was that Jesse might have fallen into the Chicago River, which runs next to the hotel. The Chicago River was in the opposite direction of the hotel where he was staying, so that would explain why surveillance cameras failed to record Jesse walking to his hotel. However, officers sent multiple divers in the Chicago River, but none brought up any clues. The pedestrian walkway along the river also had a 4-foot-tall iron security barrier, and considering Jesse was not intoxicated, it couldn't be seen why Jesse would climb over the barrier. In the aftermath of his disappearance, authorities conducted an extensive search in both hotels and its neighbourhood, collected videos, interviewed the hotel staff and students, and reviewed several tips and supposed sightings, but no substantial clues or leads have been found. Police found no evidence or motive for foul play in Jesse's disappearance. He had no personal problems at the time and had no prior history of running away or depression. There has been no activity on his credit cards or his cell phone since he disappeared into the Chicago night. For Jesse's family, things have got no easier as time has passed. A parent's worst nightmare is supposed to be the death of a child. There is a worse nightmare than that, said Don and Donna Ross. We are nowhere. We are still stuck in that revolving door. We know nothing more than we knew that first day. As the time rolls on, Don and Donna Ross can't give up hope. If Jesse ever thought we'd given up on him, we'd catch hell from him. How could you just give up on me, he would tell us. As of 2023, Jesse Ross remains missing and his case unsolved.